Hello friend, welcome back. In our previous video here we successfully created one of the factories, and also we have created the model, that means admin model. We have created one of the controller as an admin controller, right? And also we see all the data in our database table. So that is our database. I have created one of the table as a admins, and into the admins table I see all the data, right? So now our next step for creating that multi-authentication system, we have to create one of the guards. So if you want to create that guards, then you have to do, so right now we don't need this. I remove everything, I make it as a clean. So if you want to create that guards, then you have to go to that config, into the config, that is our auth.php. So Laravel actually by default use this guard. Okay, that means the web guard, and now I want to create another guard for our admin. So you can see there is a guards, and you can also add multiple guards into this guard array. So here I want to create another one. Better I copy it and then I paste it. So it will be as a admin. So now I want to create another guard for the admin, and also into the drivers. So the driver will be as a session, and there is a providers, and providers will be our admins. So that will be as a admins. And after that also we have to create one of the providers. So that is actually our providers. So now I want to create, copy it, and now I'm to create another one. So whatever the things you actually add into this guards area, so I name it the provider name as the admins, right? So also make that sure you add that same name, that means your provider's name. So here it will be as a admins. So into this admins, that is our models. I have already created one of the model in our app, and the models into the app, and there is our models, and they have the admin. So now I want to use our this admin class. So that will be our admin class. Perfect. And then there is our password. So for the password, by default there is a user, actually using the providers, actually the users. Right now I want to add another one for our admins. I copy it and I paste it. So it will be as the admins and the providers, and I have already created the providers is the admins, right? So that is our admins. And then our table will be the reset password will be the same, and expired to 60, and everything will be just like that same. Okay friend, and then there is a password timeout. So here I simply created another guard for our admin. So that is our provider name I have declared, that is our it will be using our admin model. So right now I simply save it. And as I told you friend, that is one of the when you run your PHP artisan route list, I show you again as a PHP artisan, and then route and the list, click as a enter. So into this route list they have the logging, right? So as I told you before, so there is a register log, that is actually the logging. So into this logging here, that is actually the responsible, and that particular this file, there is a Laravel 45 HTTP controller and authenticated session controller. So this is the authenticated session controller. This create method is actually responsible for the logging, right? So first of all I want to find out this file. So if you want to find out, like in Windows, that's Control P, and with this Control P I want to search it with the authenticate. Okay, authenticate session. Okay, authenticate session, and then the controller. So you can see that is the actual, they have the two ones, that is actually copy one, and that is our two-factor authentication, and add another one as a vendor Laravel 45 SRC HTTP controller, and that is the authenticated session controller. So now I want to access it. So if you now open it, so that is the authenticated session controller, and here you can see that is actually protected by the guards, and also this guard is auth management, and there is a factory PHP, everything is on here. And there is also one of the middleware is the authenticated session middleware, and here there is a constructor as a guard, and there is a create, and that is the create method is responsible for our this user logging. Okay, that means the default user logging. So now I want to create another one for admin. So step by step everything will be very clear to you. And also they have the store, then do the store, that is our the logging pipe. That means that is actually call one of the, you can see that is actually call one of the logging pipe, one of the methods. So that is actually the logging pipeline method. And with the pipeline method, that is our attempt authentication, that is a prepared authentication session, and there is a redact two-factor authentication session, and also it's provided another one as the ensure logging is not thwarted, that is one of the another one. All right, so here actually it's working with this, and there is our destroy everything. So if you want to check it, I show you, like that is actually our constructor. In the constructor, if you want to check it with the dd, that is the dd, and here if you want to check it, that means which guard default actually it's using. So as I told you, by default Laravel using that web guard. So if you click as this and the guard, okay, so I added the guard. So if you want to add this guard in particular that area, and after that if you click as a save all, and now